It's Ken Skutta, aka Skutta Man, you feel me? You feel me? Born in Tallahassee, raised in West Palm Beach, you feel me? Right, well, I'm a country boy from the beginning, cause it's like Monticello out there and whatnot. I was like raised out there in Monticello and Tallahassee. Then eventually I didn't make it to being a city boy until I got to West Palm Beach. But Tallahassee's really, it's really chill for the most part. It's just really either black or white. It's not basically not a lot of ethnicities out there unless you like on a college campus. It's basically like a college town. Or, if you grew up there, you usually die there type of places. Alright, so basically, I didn't get to West Palm Beach till I was in 3rd grade. That's why I've been in West Palm Beach ever since 3rd grade. And it just was basically like, I bet my pops like got jammed up and shit like that. And my mom, in order to be closer to him and where he would be able to provide for the family, she ended up moving down to West Palm Beach. And that's why I ended up, like, my people stayed in the same place since I moved here in 3rd grade, man. I can't think of the top of my head about what year that was, but it's like early 2000s. Early 2000s, I started in West Palm Beach, and, just started and taking all the different types of ethnicities, all the different types of swag, it's just so, it's really a melting pot, like, out here. Alright, so growing up as a kid, I just skateboarding, man. I got into sports now and then, but I had asthma and shit, Your mom ain't trying to have you out there doing sports when you got asthma and shit. She trying to protect you. Even though I could have, succeeded in sports. But I chose a different path. That one that just really draw to me was skateboarding. Because there's no rules in skateboarding. Like, you do whatever you want. And then if you got that steez, you know what I'm saying, that's coming to it, whatever, how you doing your tricks, it's just gonna rock. Like, it can be a kickflip, but if you do that kickflip really nice and whatnot, no rules, some stuff that certain people haven't seen, like, anywhere, then you can take that bitch off and run with it, man. That's the thing about skateboarding, man. You make the whole world your canvas, man. Your skateboard is, your board is like the brush, and the tricks that you apply to the streets is like the paint to it, and then, it's just a beautiful thing. It's an art. It's another thing of art. So skateboarding definitely was one of my big things because I liked music. Skateboard just combines everything: swag, music, style, just a lingo. It's just a whole different culture. And me with liking skateboarding, I just adapted that culture with like dressing, speaking, different type of music. This came out because growing up, I was one of those alternative kids that, niggas used to call me Pharrell growing up. Because I was always on some new shit, some different shit that ain't nobody heard of, but they consider it white type shit. But, you just throw your little swag up, your little spin on it. So, yeah, I grew up being a skateboarder. I do listen to like Lil Boosie and Webby and stuff when I was skateboarding, but I got into like Pink Floyd. Pink Floyd was actually one of my first, like one of the albums. It's the one with like the triangle that has the beam of light and then it turns into a rainbow type shit. It was one of the first pro boards that I've had, and I didn't even know it was Pink Floyd until years later, where I found the music through the skate video and whatnot. So Pink Floyd, I would say I like Coldplay. Coldplay definitely be hitting. What else? Brother Lin Chung, he's fire. It's way too many to name. Like, it's a bunch of more alternative ones than like rap ones for the most part. But yeah, man, it's definitely on that alternative, like rocker swag. Basically, people won't believe me until you ask some people that I went to high school with. But I've been the same nigga like since high school. I've been had drip. We been getting lit. You feel me? I always had shit popping, like party don't start till I walk in type shit. High school was definitely cool. I wouldn't clarify myself as a cool kid, but I was just a person that got along with everybody type shit. I always like to get along with everybody. I always like to pick everybody's type of brain. Like in high school, through all the 4 years of high school, some days I was with the emo kids. Some days I was with the Zoes. Some days I was with my skaters. The Tumblr niggas, like, bro, I was just always, trying to pick up some new knowledge and whatnot through like different types of people. So I wouldn't categorize myself as popular, even though other people do. But yeah, and then after that, a lot of people don't know when I went from Forest Hill High School. We graduated in like 2012. 2012 when the world was going in. Yeah, shit was lit back then. But but yeah, and then I went to college. A lot of people that don't know, I went to TCC in Tallahassee. Then I went to FSU and I graduated. So yeah, shout out to moms for that. Bro, it's really no such thing as like real friends, sort of say. I mean, there is, but the definition of a friend changes the older you get, man. You know, we can't be doing the same shit and whatnot. If we're not trying to better ourselves, like, there's no such thing as like being friends after that. Cause in high school, you're not pressured really to even do anything. You know, you just chilling. We vibe, I vibe, but you can't chill around certain people that do certain things anymore, cause it doesn't benefit you, and it doesn't, you know, add good to the vision that you have going in your future. You can still be like friends with them, but they're not gonna be your real friends anymore. So that's the thing about growing up in life, making that transition from like high school to college, is that, you know, you're gonna separate from a couple people, bro. And you're not supposed to, if you go through the same stage in life, every stage in life with the same person, like, there's somebody's not following their dream, you feel me? Somebody's, you know, unless y'all both are benefiting off of each other. And then if y'all are not, then both of y'all gotta go your separate ways. That's the thing about like growing up. Everybody be like, oh, when I was in high school I had hella friends, I had all these friends, but now when I'm out I don't have any friends. It's like, you do have friends, just the definition has changed, you know. I went to college I started doing, what did I want to do? It was exercise science. So I did the prerequisites. I also took like a couple of photography classes, because that's another thing I like to do as well. But exercise science, dude, I started doing exercise science. I did physics, organic chemistry, and then when I got to physics, I don't know what the fuck happened. And then I started dwelling in the frats, like, you know, like real frat shit, like Pike shit, like Pike, ATO, Fidel, you know, Data Chi. You know, I started chilling with those boys, because then I realized, me going to college, one of the main things you should be doing when you go to college is networking. College is a place where you can be put in a position to meet damn near anybody from any family, any $1 million family, any broke kind of family. If you want to learn something and you really want to take some knowledge after you leave college, you're there to network, bro. C's to get degrees, I'm telling you. It doesn't say what GPA you have on your degrees. C's to get degrees. So the main thing you should be doing in college is networking and getting to know people, because who's gonna hire you if nobody knows you? So I ended up graduating with sociology and a bachelor in sociology and communications. It was supposed to be exercise science, but I ended up, you know, networking, which I don't regret it. You feel me? Like, it definitely did work out in my favor, because I definitely did grow as a person and learn how to, you know, apply the way of life I was living to, you know, professional things I want to do in life. You feel me? It taught me how to nut up and, you know, stop making excuses. Just get what you need to be done. And then I started out with photography. I was doing photography in college. I was doing a lot of photography, a lot of videos and whatnot. Eventually I ended up wanting to like make, like, you know, those videos where you listen to like some soothing ass music and just like something's going on in the background type of thing. I just want to do like candid videos of just my life, and it just adds certain people's music in the background. I don't know how me and photography happened. It's just that I just I see art in everything, like in everyday life. I can see a wall spot put in a certain spot where the sun is casting a shadow at this point at this time, and I think it's just beautiful to me, and I just want to capture it. So being a photographer really came from me, just being able to see the art in every little piece of thing in life, you know, just like a bee landing on a flower is so beautiful to me. Let me take a picture of it. Oh, I like this color I like the color of this building with the way the sky looks like, and it just contrasts so beautifully, and you know, it's just beautiful to me, and I want to capture it and then, you know, showcase it to people, because, you know, it look beautiful to me. It may not look beautiful to somebody else, but, you know, that's not what it's about. I just like capturing what I like. It all started from my grandma, man. Like, I gotta blame the swag on the grandma. Like, I've been spoiled, like, growing up and whatnot. I always had, like, polo or some fresh ass shit on, like, from a room before I even knew what it was. My grandma and my mother, thank you, Lord, that they still are alive. They the one that blessed me, basically. With the swag, with the fashion and whatnot. They wouldn't let me leave the house and any type of thing, you know what I'm saying? We move as a group. What you look like when you leave the house is a representation of you, and I was always taught that never to leave the house look at any type of way, because you never know who you're gonna see. You never know who you're gonna see, type thing. And it's always benefited me that way. So I always dress like I'm gonna die in that outfit. If I'm wearing something outside, it's most likely something that I made my mind up. It's like, if I die in this fit, I think this is a good fit. So my fashion, like, where does my fashion sense come from? Some of it comes from skateboarding. My favorite my skateboarder, what's his name? It's not Dustin Dollin. This is another nigga that wear tight pants and like studded belt. Fuck. I'm gonna be so pissed when this interview is done. I'm gonna remember his name. But whatever, he's like an emo dude, tight pants, skate fast, eat ass type shit. Nigga was the truth. I got him from him. And then just colors, bro. The thing I learned about dressing is, like, dressing is just a way to, you know, it really express yourself. Like, it's deeper than just putting on an outfit or something. It's different than just putting on clothes. Like, it's a way to express yourself, bro. It's another form of art that people fail to, you know, really take serious. Because, you know, the better you look, the better your day goes, the better your mood goes. You can't tell me that when you wear something nice that you don't feel good. It just makes me feel good, man. Just looking good makes me feel good. Always having some shit on, knowing somebody, well, nobody looks like me in the crowd. I mean, it just feels good, man. You know, that I can be, you can spot the swag from across the street. Like, you know me from across the street. That's how hard, you know, the shit hitting. It just feels good to really express myself and realize that nobody's like me and nobody will ever be like me. And I just like looking good, man. You feel me? It makes you feel good. It makes your day go better. Whenever I'm in the worst type of mood, I seem to dress the best, because I don't know. It transitions my mood. It helps me through the day. This is more than just fashion in me. It's like a way of expressing myself. It's like another form of art, I feel like. So, worst adult ever, man. So, worst adult ever basically came from me not always having my shit together. I'm still managing, but I got a car, I got a house, I got all this shit and whatnot. But I'm still the worst adult ever, because I will pick my happiness over making other adults happy, which is considered adulting. Like, I like to do if I'm supposed to, this is gonna be fucked up to say. Like, sometimes I don't do this anymore, but I used to. Before I pay this bill or before I pay these people off, I'm gonna go spend it on something that makes me happy and towards my art or something like that before I actually do what I need to get done. Even though it's gonna get done, but, you know, I'd rather just spend it on something that makes me happy. Worst adult ever, man. Just, you know, never lose that happiness that you had as a kid. That's where the balloon comes from. Well, now, you remember when you were a kid, and then, you know, a balloon would just make you happy. Like, you don't know why it would make you happy, but it's just a balloon. You feel me? Worst adult ever. Always chase that happiness. I want to build an empire, like, with, like, all the West Palm Beach creatives. Like, actually have a place in West Palm Beach where we can all, like, collaborate and work. Get drunk, do schoolie, smoke all night and shit like that. I actually want to put together a place, like a store or something, where all the creatives can come together, and we not trying to make the biggest buck off you. We just trying to keep the lights on so everybody can, you know, be creatives and have like a safe haven type shit. Oh shit, my bad. And then have like a safe haven where they can, you know, produce their art at a small fee. I just really want to create one of those places for artists, and that they don't, a spot to where they don't they don't feel pressured to do anything they want to do, or they don't feel humiliated by something that they want to do. You feel me? Like a judge-free zone. Just get your art off. You feel me? Just just do something. As long as you're doing something, I want to build an empire off that. It's just that it just takes time to find that perfect spot and the people you want to work with. But I definitely want to have a creative space for West Palm Beach artists that ain't on no fuck shit. There's everybody that's trying to get, just trying to be happy, trying to get this bread, trying to feed their families. You feel me? Like this shit, we getting too old, man. People don't know I'm 30 years old, man. I don't even look it, but bruh, like we getting too old for this shit, bro. We gotta do something for the youth. You know what I'm saying? Doing something for the youth that they can benefit off of. That can go years and years from now. We need to make something where it's good revenue, and it's something that can put our kids through school or whatever the hell they want to do. If they want to create art, they can put it in our store, bro. We need to have something for ourselves. Coming up in Palm Beach, bro, there's a lot of talent in Palm Beach, bro. There's so much talent, bro. There's so much people for everything you want to do, but everybody is so spread out, and everybody is so many egos here to where it just doesn't mix, man. But I wouldn't say I get like any of my swag or anything from like people from West Palm Beach, but I would say they definitely like inspired me to keep my swag shit going, because every now and then you'll see somebody with some shit on in West Palm Beach, and you definitely gotta step that shit up. Like I aspire to be. Well, I am one of those people. Like get your shit up, like get your fits up. But West Palm Beach is just a bunch of egos and whatnot. It's a lot of talent. Everybody does something. Somebody raps, somebody makes clothing, somebody's a photographer, somebody's a videographer. This is Florida. Like this is one of the best states in the United States. Like this is the best state in the United States. Don't let anybody tell you different. That's why they're trying to push everybody out of here. Because Florida is definitely one of the best states. But yeah, West Palm Beach has so much talent, but I just feel like everybody's, even though we're not as savage as Miami, as cutthroat as they are, sort of sense when it comes to business, we definitely do have our flaws, and that seems to leave a bad taste in certain like artists and whatnot. That's why a lot of people can't, come together in West Palm Beach. But but it's gonna be a time when West Palm Beach is gonna be on top. We gonna get that real artist that's really hitting like that, and then I definitely want to be a part of that. If not, if I'm not the biggest artist eventually that comes out of West Palm Beach, I want to help somebody at least, go to that goal, bring us all together and shit. I grew up very fortunate, my mom and my dad are still together, but I've seen them go through a lot of shit. I got a brother. I'm a little brother. But my family's pretty decent for the most part. Everybody has their flaws and whatnot, but definitely growing up with the dad. Even though we didn't talk and we didn't spend that much time together, I believe the most time I spent with my dad was probably like a couple years ago, and that was when we were driving from Tallahassee to West Palm Beach. But yeah, definitely having him in my life definitely did make me the man I am today, because my dad didn't sugarcoat shit. My dad wasn't the one to sugarcoat, not a damn thing. And he would always tell me like it is. And the more I grew up, I realized that nigga was actually spitting some shit. Like it wasn't how I wanted to hear it, but it was definitely what I needed to hear. So my family is pretty good. My mom, she's a good woman. I wouldn't be the man I am today if it wasn't for her as well. She raised a good, genuine person. And yeah, she's nice. My grandma, my grandma, I love her too as well. She's a good person. She raised me who I am today, the one that always had me rocking the freshest shit and whatnot, the one that started this swag shit. My little brother, I love him to death. Malik, he went to John I. A lot of people know who he is. Shout out to him, no. But yeah, my family is really decent. I didn't really have any too many family problems and whatnot. And even if I did have family problems, my family problems weren't my problems, because I was always focused. So I always had a vision. no matter what was going on around me. I never let anything around me affect the vision I had for myself. So, having a good, a good family did help me, keep my mind clear from focusing on my vision. Man, I want to start doing some casting, bro. I want to start getting some movies or something, bro. Like some commercials or something. Even though I have done some shoots with some companies and whatnot. I actually want to blow up in like modeling, but I really want to get into like doing acting. Like not that actor. I can be like a B-roll actor, a C-roll actor, one that doesn't say too much, that's in the back, just doing something here and there. I really want to get into acting. Like really acting, getting some casting done. Modeling. I really want to model, bro. I really want to model. I really want to model for yeah. I want to model for Kanye West. To be real with you, that'd be one of my accolades in my life. That I really want to do that. I feel like we gonna cross paths one of these days, but yeah, I really want to do some modeling. I used to want to be rich. I swore, like back in high school, I swear I'm like, bro, I'm gonna be a millionaire. Watch, I'm gonna be rich, like on everything I love. I used to want to be rich, but the older I've gotten, I just want to be at peace, bro. I just want to live comfortably, bro. I don't give a fuck about none of this shit, bro. I just want to, you feel me, have a house, my family, and just be able to not struggle day by day. I just want to be able to live without the worry of monetary things, money and stuff like that. I just want to wake up every day and be the best person I can be to my wife, my child. No stress about anything other than that, bro. Living off the land, like I really just want to be happy. Or that could be said, I really just want to be left alone. I don't know how this shit be happening. Sometimes I just be laying up in bed and I just have an idea. I don't know, like these ideas just keep coming to my head, man. I just like when I have my solitude, that's when most of my ideas are sparked. You always got to take that time in a day to where you just got to have silence. You got to let the world speak to you. Let the world speak to you, whatever. Like, stop thinking and whatnot, and stop paying attention to this, stop paying attention to that, stop paying attention to music. Just sit in silence and let the world speak to you, man. I'm telling you. And then that's basically where I get the visions. I get it from even my head, but like I just get it from Earth. I get it from everything around us. I get it from everything around me, man. I pay attention to everything I do, like even the steps I take in life. And I pay attention to everything. I rethink everything that I lived, and I just absorb everything around me. That's where all these visions are coming from. I'm not sleepwalking through life. When you're sleepwalking through life, you think about like, well, how the hell he thought of that? How the hell he thought of that? Because I'm out here living life, bro. I'm not copying nobody, man. I never had to copy nobody. I never will have to copy anybody. Because everything I do is organic. It just comes out my head, man. Like I don't even much watch TV. I haven't had cable in years, bro. Like, I don't watch nothing. I literally don't watch nothing. The most I've been thinking about today, how am I gonna make shit happen? Like, how am I gonna make shit happen? But I spoke with one of my homies today. He told me just take it easy, man. You're doing a lot right now. You don't always have to have motion. I'm gonna tell you, sometimes you gotta take some time, take a break. You feel me? You having too much motion can be bad for you. So always take mental health days, mental health breaks. Those days are definitely important. Don't let anybody try to talk down on the time you do take for yourself. You feel me? Because at the end of the day, everybody needs time to themselves. So take mental health days really serious and whatnot. I couldn't have this much motion if I didn't take a stop and look at everything around me. So definitely take your mental health days, man. Definitely don't let people talk down on that. Everybody needs their mental health day, bro. Alright, man. So I just want to say a shout out to all my homies, 561, West Palm Beach putting on. Shout out to Herm B. Shout out to the Sneak. Shout out Respect the Vibe, man. You know, always keeping it real, always genuine energy. Shout out Cloud Strife. You know, then shout out to friends and more, man. Thank you everybody, man, for for tuning in and whatnot. Everybody showing love, everybody keeping it genuine, you feel me? You know, with more things to come, you know. Take it easy. Alright, man. Shout out to Respect the Vibe. Skutta man in the building, 561, 568, you dig?